live from Roswell.
The greatest story of our existence.
Aliens! We're gonna wake them up.
Welcome to Roswell, New Mexico.
Look at this, Main Street Disneyland.
This is definitely the place to be.
The only town in the world with 2 UFO museums.
We were first.
This is the kind of stuff that is not necessary.
You don't buck heads with my wife very often and survive.
I will cancel.
I'm going to be out there with my 12 gauge. We have to be prepared for the worst.
Okay. Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Katie Galloway, and this is Tris Corton and Evan Eames. We spent the last 5 weeks in Roswell, New Mexico. We came here to watch a small town prepare for a huge event, a festival marking the 50th anniversary of an alleged UFO crash.
Previously on Eyewitness. Stan and Dion Crosby, organizers of Encounter 97, faced extreme pressure from the media.
If this happens again and you can pass this on to MSNBC, I will cancel all of the speakers and meetings with them.
They've taken over room down here that they had no right to take over. They've stuck their sign on it. You've got to move that truck. You've got to move this. You've got to do that. Well, again, like I said a little earlier, I don't have to do anything.
2 inspiring monuments were erected on the UFO crash site owned by Hub and Sheila Korn.
We don't know who they were. We don't know why they came. We only know they changed our view of the universe.
We met a group of amateur UFO investigators who claimed to have videotaped a paranormal object.
This thing was seen by over 100 people in Roswell that night. Now see, when that first passed, we're like, what was that?
The local community theater presented its contribution to the UFO connection with the play called Ezekiel's Wheels.
Listen. What is it, a sandstorm? Oh, I wish that it were. But the noise grows louder. Yes, boy, it does.
Hi, I'm trying to reach John Brower.
And John Brower, a mysterious out-of-town rock and roll promoter, promised to shake things up, whether Roswell wanted it or not.
And that's what this musical event is going to do. It's going to put rockin' in Roswell all over the news, all over the world again.
Is Teresa?
Teresa Salas is head of emergency services for the city of Roswell.
Somebody started a rumor or put it out on the internet. He said they asked somebody and they said they heard it on the internet, that there's going to be a big party in MTV and the whole 9 yards. They're getting inundated with calls out there, and he doesn't know anything about it.
Now that Teresa's heard whisperings of a big underground party, an illegal rave, she has to try and figure out what's going on and see if she can put a stop to it.
We're headed over to the headquarters for John Brower, and they have a sign up in the window that says information about rave here. I don't see how someone can have a party. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's going to have this all-night bash. How he's going to get the word out in this length of time.
All you want the radio stations to do is give out tickets and to tell them the parallel universe is still going on.
I'm Teresa Salas, an emergency manager for city and county.
Okay.
I've been working with John.
Okay, maybe Jim.
Jim. Hi.
How can I help?
What do you know? Is it on,
Who
off?
were you with?
We met before.
Huh?
Teresa
Never
Salas. With
Well,
Teresa
it's a
Salas.
solid maybe, and I haven't given up hope, but I believe we're at the
Okay.
11th hour as we speak. We've turned over almost every rock, but I think there's a rock or 2 left, and I think I have about 10 minutes to,
I won't keep you.
continue turning.
Well, it's still not on.
It's not going to happen. There are too many things that can go wrong, and we've had too good an event to take a risk at the last minute with anybody doing a rave from 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. It's not going to happen, period.
We're at the mayor's sunset reception, and all the major players were there. The governor showed up, Stan and Dion Crosby.
This is your party. Yep, I guess I better go party. Yeah, let's go party. We have been putting out forest fires all day long. I am so tired.
I bet you are wiped out.
Quite a change, huh?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Hey! We're gonna go find a drink. I deserve it.
We went up
up to see John Brower's press conference. He didn't show up.
So what else is new? You know, I hope John comes through for him, but I think they're screwed.
I win the bet.
Who did you bet with?
I just said I bet it doesn't go off.
I didn't expect to see you guys down here. You've had so much work.
We hurried.
We thought we'd make an appearance.
We're trying.
We went up to see John Brower's press conference tonight, and
did they have one?
No, he didn't show up.
Oh.
So have you been talking to him at all?
I've talked to one of the guys on the way in.
And what did he have to say?
Do you want to say what they had to say on the telephone on the way in? She said John didn't show up for his press conference.
Well, that's probably par.
You know, sometimes things just aren't meant to happen that way, so maybe this wasn't meant to be.
But I heard it's still going on, is it?
I don't think so. I think this was it. I think this is it. No more. We're done.
You guys are definitely going to have a party.
Oh, yeah. If we have to make it mobile throughout Roswell and have everyone follow, then we'll do that, right?
We are going to have this party no matter what. We're going to move it 4 or 5 times if that's what it takes, but we're going to have this party. Secret locations to be announced.
My name is John Brower.
Ready or not, promoter John Brower finally arrives for the rave in Roswell.
You met John Brower, right?
Tell this girl what this whole rave music, new wave thing is. Can you do that?
It is the downest shit there is out here.
And Sheila and Hub Korn call on us when they face a major public relations disaster.
What's going on?
Well, we just found out he's the guest speaker and we didn't know it, so we're trying to come up with something to say. We were told we were not going to have to do anything.
We heard that the rave organizers finally found a spot at the Roswell Inn, so we went over there to see how it was going and to see if we could meet John Brower.
You met John Brower, right? This is John Brower. #1.
Tell this girl what this whole rave music, new wave thing is. Can you do that?
It is the downest shit there is out here.
Out where?
Anywhere. It is it. This is it.
A lot of people here feel like you did them wrong. What's your response to that?
I can only feel very sorry for those people that feel that I did them wrong.
I've got a heart of gold. I don't care what anyone says. I love them. That's the way it is.
That is the way it is. Show. Let's go into the real party, okay?
Okay.
Remember something. Where we're going is into the future. These are our children. Drive out.
Hey, before I leave, can you show me one more time what it takes to be a promoter? Because I missed it on the dance floor.
Oh, what I had to do to join this elite group, and I'm proud of it. It's my little thing there, you know. Let me tell you something. You have joined this generation, and you are welcome.
One of the big events that Hub and Sheila planned with John Brower early on was the crash site dedication. And after the concert fell through, they were pretty upset with John, but they still had to put on their best face for all the people who came out.
Now, when you see a picture of this and the obelisk and everything, you will immediately know that's the UFO crash site at Roswell at the Corn Ranch. I just sort of saw that. And yet it wasn't something I plotted or like, how can we make this cool? Let's put this number. You know, it just, all of a sudden, it just manifested itself.
John, we have heard a lot of sort of negative things about you regarding this concert in town, and I was just wanted to hear your side of it.
Well, it's not a side, and you know, when things don't happen, people get frustrated, and I bear responsibility for people's frustration because, you know, we were given the opportunity to do something, and through circumstances that were both beyond and within our control, things did not materialize.
Are Hub and Sheila happy with the work you've done for them?
I think they're very, very happy. At this point, you know, they have given us the opportunity to create something here, and we did it, you know, so it's like the concert didn't happen, but the Stones came to Roswell. So it wasn't the Rolling Stones, but we got these Stones here. So now we can go work on the next phase.
Hey guys.
Help us, Evan.
How are you doing?
Camera off.
Can't do that. What's going on?
Well, we just found out he's the guest speaker and we didn't know it, so we're trying to come up with something to say. We were told we were not going to have to do anything.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, I don't know. I think we just need to say that we're grateful for whoever it was that donated the stones. We're glad that everybody come out, and we hope that it's been a moving experience for them to be here at the location.
So when did you hear that?
About 5 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
They'll be putting me on the funny papers tomorrow.
Hub Korn, owner of the crash site, is put on the spot when he's asked to make a speech.
One stone to the right there, it kind of looks like a finger pointing upward. What that means, I have no idea.
It's not a good setup. It's just not a good setup.
And Stan and Dion are facing a disaster that could ruin the entire Encounter 97 banquet.
We need to speed up this process because I got 5 minutes till 7. There's 200 people and they're still lining up over there.
Excuse me, we had a slight problem.
My name is John Brower, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about the Corn Ranch and this memorial. Roswell has become far more than a city. It's almost become the watchword for truth, the watchword for the ability to believe that there is life beyond this planet. Hub Corn will tell you a little bit about the people that have come here and what it means to them.
I was just notified here about 5 minutes ago that I was going to have to do this, so you know how your palms sweat when you don't know what to say. The one stone to the right there, it kind of looks like a finger pointing upward. What that means, I have no idea. I don't know what that means. You know, if there is something out there in the future, or there is a different frontier out there someplace, you know, whether it's out in space or right here on Mother Earth. That's basically all I got to say. I really appreciate y'all coming out.
I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to quit.
Hi, Stan. Is Dion back yet? Okay, well, I'm on my way. I've got the alien. I guess I'll be at the banquet, so if she shows up, maybe she'll just come right out there.
One of Stan's big projects for Encounter 97 was the planning of a banquet, sort of the culminating event of the whole week.
Oh, my God. I forgot the menus. Where are they? Hope Dion's got them. Maybe she's out here.
Unfortunately, things started going wrong right from the start, and it wasn't quite the gala evening he had hoped for.
We need to speed up this process because I got 5 minutes till 7. There's 200 people and they're still lining up over there.
It's not a good setup. It's just not a good setup.
Okay, now listen up. Excuse me. We had a slight problem. We've got a door prize we're giving away tonight. And our MPs at the front door have taken everybody's ticket, which had the number we were going to draw out. So what we're going to do is the MPs are going to come around to your table and hand you back a ticket.
Not enough staff, not enough time.
What's the story?
This girl came up and wanted her money back. She didn't like the food, she didn't like the building, nothing. And I'm not going to deal with it.
Roswell, New Mexico, in the middle of nowhere, no radio, no telephone, 1947, I was 12 years old.
Unfortunately, we had a tremendous storm, Stan's worst fear. He put so much effort into this banquet, and then it was flooded, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Well, this was a fiasco. I'm glad I didn't have anything to do with it.
You just can't win them all.
I know. That's what I just said. I said, I'm glad I wasn't a part of planning this out here.
Encounter 97 is coming to a close, but life continues for the residents of Roswell. Dion's trying to put a positive spin on things.
I see more in the future. There's always opportunities that will arise. There's always got to be challenges in life, or else you never grow. You just die.
Stan makes a shocking announcement at the city council meeting.
You know, I can't keep doing this.
And the pressure finally gets the best of Sheila Korn.
Hard to see all the slamming in the paper, and I mean, this is your reputation.
It's almost over. Actually, it's almost the last hurrah with the burial of this time capsule to be opened in 50 years. But during the last week, we've seen a Roswell that can be. A Roswell full of people, full of excitement, full of ideas, and full of growth. In Roswell, I'm Rene Cantu, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
I think Roswell's going to seem like a sleepy little town. I mean, there's not going to be anybody on the streets, and there's not going to be any real excitement going on. And I think we're going to miss everybody.
I see more in the future. There's always opportunities that will arise. There's always got to be challenges in life, or else you never grow. You just die. And so I think that in the future, some of those will arise, and we'll jump on it. Probably together.
Yeah, look out, world.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Stan Crosby with a report on the UFO Encounter 97.
Well, I think you all know we had a fairly successful event. The town that came together on this thing really benefited. We are looking at years and years and years of positive outcome from this. But I've got to say now, it's time, although everybody came together, it's time for this council and other people to make decisions on this. I devoted about 3.5 years of my life to it. And it's been hard on my business and my family. And I've got to say that somebody else has got to run this. You know, I can't keep doing this. So I'm offering that for what it's worth, because I just can't devote another 3.5 years. And I think we've done a lot, so thank you.
Stan, before you step down, I think it's appropriate that we recognize your outstanding efforts on behalf of our community. You've made a contribution to our community that is unparalleled by any other citizen. So thank you, and we will pay due homage at a later date, though. Thank you, Mr. Crosby.
How do you think this has all been for Hub? What are your impressions about how it's been for him?
I don't know. You can see him down there. This is the true life. And I think he was kind of ready to get back to it this morning.
Back to ranching?
Mm-hmm. I think we all were.
Yeah.
It's been hard to see all the slamming in the paper, and I mean, this is your reputation. And ours has always been really good. The Korn family's been really strong.
Certainly a lot of pressure on you.
There really is. you know, if it meant losing a good standing in the community, or I just say, forget it. I don't want to do it anymore. I really would. I think it's, you know, some people, they come to us and they told us, you have this site. You know, we want to buy it. It's what they said. And selling it is still not even a possibility. We wouldn't sell it just because it was handed down from his father. And I think it just makes it hard to hear people say things like, you know, you're just doing this for a profit. You're trying to exploit this, and that's not true.
What do you know, buddy?
Boy, I don't know much.
Calm after the storm, huh?
Another day in paradise. In a sense, it was kind of a relief to get on top of the tractor here this morning. And, yeah, just drive and think about what we've been through. It was a long week.
After watching this small town experience its 15 minutes of fame, it was strange to see the world's attention entirely disappear. But in many ways, a lot of people here are still dealing with the fallout.
Stan Crosby hoped that all his hard work on Encounter 97 would have gotten him the job that he wanted, to head the Chamber of Commerce. But his critics ended up giving the job to a young politician from out of state.
And after all their hard work, Hub Corn and his family ended up losing $4,000. John Brower still owes them money, but they doubt they'll ever see it.
I think most people in Roswell are pretty proud of Encounter's successes, and they're definitely wiser, if a bit more weary. The town is basically back to normal, but in some ways, Roswell will never be the same.